Good morning, everybody. My name is Ryan Roeder. I am an inventor, co-founder, and CEO of HAPPE Spine. We have a proprietary biomaterial platform for creating bone-integrating implants that actually look and act like a biologic, even though it's completely synthetic, to improve healing. HAPPE stands for Hydroxyapatite and Porous Polyetherketone, which is exactly why we call it HAPPE. It's a fully synthetic orthopedic biomaterial platform, as I said, that looks and acts like a biologic due to having a bone-like cancellous porosity and cell-friendly surfaces. HAPPE is protected by 11 issued patents. It's cleared through the 510(k) process of the FDA that we've established for future products. It's validated by 3 preclinical studies and more than 1,500 implants in patients to date, as well as strong commercial traction. And last, HAPPE is scalable for future growth. The clinical problem we solve is that the bone-integrating components of orthopedic implants must ideally meet 4 criteria. They must share load with the host tissue, they must allow for bone to grow into the implant, they must have cell-friendly surfaces, and they should allow for post-operative radiographic assessment of healing. The problem is that the industry is stuck in a debate between metal or plastic, which is better, and the reality is both are flawed. The common metal, titanium, and the common plastic PEEK are unable to meet these criteria, forcing surgeons to make the best possible choice between 2 imperfect solutions. HAPPE solves this dilemma by taking the deficiencies of PEEK and addressing them, again through this bone-like cancellous porosity and a cell-friendly surface that's created by adding hydroxyapatite, which is the same mineral composition found in your bone, into the polymer to create a hydrophilic cell-friendly surface. We've gone to market in cervical spinal fusion with our MVP, a cervical interbody spinal fusion device we call the Integrate C. Importantly, we've been able to leverage existing sales channels and existing CPT code to bring this to market quickly and efficiently. We've seen strong uptake and traction with 20 active surgeon users to date. And as you can see in the graph, we did $1 million in our first full year of commercial. We've got strong gross revenues. We're currently on a $2.5 million run rate in annualized sales. Clinical validation highlights are shown here from our first case in August of 23 in my hometown to an award, to early clinical reports of very impressive outcomes from Dr. Coleman at Rush Medical School in Chicago. To date, so far, again, as I said, 1,500 implants, 800 patients, up to a year follow-up, a lot of multi-level cases in spine. It's a great test field for this because a single-level fusion has a high success rate. A 4-level fusion is a coin flip in whether it's going to be successful or not, and we're doing very well in those cases. To date, 0 reported post-operative any adverse post-operative outcomes, 0. And we're seeing healing in as little as half the time as the current standard of care. This is just the beginning of what we can do. HAPPE is applicable to many bone-integrating implants shown here, from other lumbar spine applications to sports medicine and extremities. In total, we estimate a $10 billion TAM for the bone-integrating components in these different market segments. Our history, again, I've heard this from other companies, it's the time and place for this right now in terms of the way that the ecosystem is right now, very capital efficient. We did our initial seed round with $2 million to do our preclinical validations, $7 million total in Series A to do the development, the clearance, regulatory clearance, and then the early commercial launch of our Integrate C device. We just closed an oversubscribed bridge round to continue with that clinical validation piece of what we're doing and with some other significant milestones like 1,000 patients. And we have an open round now that we are seeking a lead for a $5 million Series B. The milestones that we've identified in this round are strategically laid out to achieve an acquisition by the end of 27. So why HAPPE Spine? I hope I've provided a number of compelling reasons summarized in this slide. I hope to talk to you more, and thank you for your time.